What's going on, YouTubers? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Thriller. This will be a recording of me doing this uh, preview where it tends to Impact Plus presents Impact Hardcore Justice 2021 that has been produced by the one and only, the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, who's a hardcore legend of his own too, obviously. But yeah, what I'm about to do right now is go over to the cards that happen and I will give you my predictions of it because I haven't seen the show yet. Actually, the show was last night, during WrestleMania Night 1. So I'm about to go through the cards here of what happened pertains to that whole thing. If I could find it here somewhere. I know I did. Had it here. Unless it's on this phone here. But I'm gonna double check though to see where it is. Unless I send it to my messenger or whatever. Like I always do, that way I could clear some space for my phone. But let me see. Okay, it's not in here. It's just other photos I have here. But I'm assuming it's my other phone here, which is the one I'm using right now. But I can always come back to it if this recording doesn't continue on once I go to it. So just give me one moment, folks. Yep, I was right. It was on my other phone, the one I'm using right now, doing this recording. And on top of that, I didn't have to stop it. All I had to do is pause it and just go to the to find it. And sure enough, I did, and I sent it to my other phone, and here we go. So yeah, there's no need for me to stop this at all, because once I press pause and left, and on top of that, it just showed that it was still going on. So good, I'm glad. You know, sometimes technology does work out well as it should. But anyways, let's get to it, folks. Um, so not only this was on Impact Plus, but apparently it was also on Fight TV, which obviously pertains to Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is involved with Spike TV. I mean, with Fight TV. Excuse me, not Spike TV. Oh, don't we ever wish there were back on Spike TV? But I don't think it's called Spike TV anymore. Of recently of years going by of what I heard it's being renamed something else. But which it's it's not to be off topic here, but it's been a pattern with that. It was once called TNN, and now and then it became Spike TV, but now it's called something else. I don't know what it's called. Cause I really don't keep up with it anymore. So, anyways, enough of that. Let's get to what happened on here, folks. But yeah, like I said, Impact Plus was featuring Impact Hardcore Justice 2021. I'm gonna go through that one so I get to this preview first because I don't want to be spoiled with anything else that has been of it. So, but with that being said, let's just jump right into it. So, here we go. I'm gonna start from the bottom all the way to the top, and so apparently there was a match that was made on the card, a match that that to me I thought it was gonna be a tag team match, but instead it's just gonna be a one-on-one match. And the match that is really not much of it. It's just a singles match. But here's who's featured is the big LG Doc Gallows being accompanied by Machine Gun Carl Anderson as Doc Gallows goes up against Black Taurus with Decay, with Crazy Steve and Rosemary. I'm like, why is this on the card? You know what? If this is an opener, good. Get that out of the way, and we don't have to worry about that. Moving forward, the rest of the show. I can't believe that's in the match. Nothing against the two performers. But like I said, we're chance to doing the review of Impact Wrestling, folks. We're chance to the Good Brothers. To me, they're go away heat for me now. They're like basically get off my TV, get off my screen, whatever you want to say, or whatever have you. They're up to that point with me right now. And it's a damn shame. But Hard Think's gonna win this one. Give it to Black Taurus. Because there's nothing going on with the Good Brothers anyways. So other than them being lacked on and leech on to Kenny Omega. So not much to say about that. The next match, this match, actually, this is what I want to talk about a lot more because this happened during the show too, of Impact Wrestling on the Home Show edition. So Tom Dreamer confronts Eric Young, and he's against what he's all about, and which is funny too because Tom Dreamer talks about you know his friends that he's gonna have team he's gonna be teaming up with, and that's not the typical folks. I knew as soon as Tom Dreamer was gonna be promoting this show, Hardcore Justice, by Scott Demoy, give him the permission to do so, give him the blessing. I knew he was gonna book himself into a match to be involved in this show, and sure enough, he that's exactly what happened. It reminds me of with him obviously being the lead founder promotion of House of Hardcore, where he books himself in matches, because because it's a show and he's the owner founder in a way of Hardcore Justice. I mean, of Hardcore, House of Hardcore, excuse me. And this is exactly what I thought was going to happen, and sure enough, it happened. So what this match is going to be? It's going to be a Hardcore War 8-man tag match with Tom Dreamer. Basically, it's Team Dreamer versus the Violent by Design. Obviously, Eric Young, alongside with Joe Doring, Rhino, and Diener. And it was funny because Tom Dreamer, one of his friends, is Rhino, and Rhino is not part of Violent by Design. So basically, Tom Dreamer's friend is now an enemy of his now. But Tom Dreamer got his friends though, which is going to be Rich Swann, the Impact World Champion, Eddie Edwards, my God, and Willie Mack. I was fine with Rich Swann and Willie Mack, but I am not fine with Eddie Edwards at all. So yeah, this is gonna happen. I'm actually looking forward to the match though, despite of who's in it. Now Diener is one thing, but not Eric, but Eddie Edwards is someone that I can't stand anymore. But I'm gonna go with Violent by Design for the win here. And let's move on to the next one. So this next match, I had no idea why this match is even a match, but it's Shira versus Hernandez. Not just any match, but this match is going to be a Cheerly Legal match, which I'm assuming is going to be a chairs match. Just the title of it, like, are you kidding me? Cheerly Legal? That's so fucking corny. So the match is going to happen. I see Hernandez. I don't see Hernandez losing here. I think Hernandez is going to win here. Shira, I don't see Shira winning here. If they do, why? Shira is garbage, but we'll see what happens with that. A three-way tag team match that will feature Ace Austin and a partner of his choosing, which is not going to be Matt Fulton. It's going to be TJP with a partner of his choosing, and Josh Alexander with a partner of his choosing. And we'll see who ends up being, where it tends to who's going to be teamed up with who, where it tends to that whole thing with the whole exhibition drama between Ace Austin, TJP, and Josh Alexander. Now, as far as who's going to win this match, I'm gonna go with Josh Alexander's team. Despite who's going to be, I'm gonna go with Josh Alexander. Brian Myers versus Jake something. This will be a blind games match. Now, I don't know what this is going to be about. Because Brian Myers is still rocking the eye patch and everything. I'm wondering what this match what do they mean by blind games match? I think it'll be blindfolded, whatever. I don't know. It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Cheerly Legal is one thing, but blind games now? What the hell is that? I don't know. Who I think is going to win? Jake something needs to win. But it won't surprise me if Brian Myers wins because he needs the momentum all go up against Matt Cardona for Rebellion. So I do see Brian Myers winning, but I think Jake something should be the one to win here. And you can also protect Brian Myers by having Matt Cardona coming out to basically costing the match. So, but we'll see. Then we get to a weapons match. Originally, it was supposed to be called a knockout scramble match, but apparently now it's called the weapons match. And I said to myself, So are they gonna be using all types of weapons? Is every weapons that the women's these knockouts are gonna use are illegal? Um, are we gonna be seeing barbed wire? Are we gonna be seeing something like that? I highly doubt that, but we'll see. But who's in it? Alicia Edwards versus Havoc versus Jordan Grace versus Rosemary versus Susan versus Deanna Perrazzo. I mean, not Deanna Perrazzo, excuse me. Tina Dashwood, excuse me. Sorry, I got that screwed up. Tina Dashwood. And the winner of this match will face the Knockouts champion, I'm assuming at Rebellion. And we'll get to the Knockouts championship match later. But right now, this match itself. Alicia Edwards, she's definitely winning. Tina Dashwood, all she cared about is taking photos and that doesn't even care to be in competing in matches that much because she's all she cared about is Instagram. Susan, here's the thing with Susan. They're teasing that Su Young is gonna come back. Maybe Su Young will come back. But we'll see. Again, this show already happened, but I don't want to be spoiled by anything that happened. But we'll see how this turns out. I don't know. Wait. I guess I gotta find out if Su Young did came back, but we'll see. But either way, I'm not going with her. Havoc. I would love to see Havoc go up against Deanna Perrazzo because at least it'll be something new. But after the whole thing with Nevaeh turning on her, they probably gotta do something with that instead. So I'm not gonna go with her either. So the only options here is Jordan Grace or Rosemary. Now, I've seen plenty of times of Deanna Perrazzo versus Jordan Grace, and it's always been great matches. So I'd love to see that again. But I'd love to see Rosemary get an opportunity again for the Knockouts Championship title. So, like, how long has been she hasn't gotten a title shot? But we'll see. But yeah, either way, either one could be good. That's a good choice. So what I'm gonna do here is basically do my first pick, my secondary pick, and the dark horse pick. And I'm gonna go with Jordan Grace as my first pick, my secondary pick as Rosemary, and the dark horse pick is Havoc. And there you go. So basically, Rosemary is my number one pick for the win. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did I say Rosemary it was the first, or did I say Jordan Grace was my first? Let me double check. Okay, look back at it, folks. So my first pick is Jordan Grace. My secondary pick is Rosemary. So there we go. So yeah. And now let's get to the main event. The main event will feature Deanna Perrazzo, the Impact Knockouts champion, versus Jazz. Now this is an old school rules of title versus career match for the Knockouts title, where basically it basically it was called something else back in the days of ECW where Jazz was these type of matches before, where Jazz just got put something on the line and then her other opponents got put something on the line too. So this is basically what it is. So with Deanna Perrazzo, obviously, Jazz got what she wants, and that's the Knockouts title. And what pertains to Jazz, she's got put on the line too, and that's her career. And Deanna Perrazzo is gonna wants to take claim and privilege of being the one to retire the legendary Jazz. So will that happen? I don't know. Because again, I'd love to see Jazz have a run because I really don't want to see Jazz retire yet. I think she's still got a lot left in the tank to show that she can still go and she can still compete past her prime, and she's been put out some good matches coming to Impact Wrestling with Jordan Grace, with Deanna Perrazzo until they did did what they did. Yeah, she's not what she used to be, but she could still go, you know. And I want to see if she could get the win here. So I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go with Jazz here. Usually I will go with a safe pick here for Deanna Perrazzo, but I'm gonna go with Jazz here for the win here. And I don't think she's gonna win though, but we'll see. If this is her last match against Deanna Perrazzo, what a way to go out by putting over one of the best women's wrestlers in the world right now, who is the best technical wrestler in the world in Deanna Perrazzo. So, And on top of that, it could really showcase what Deanna Prazo that she is someone that WWE, for instance, being reminded constantly, you dropped the fucking ball by letting her go and not doing anything with her, especially when she was in NXT. You let her, of all people, her go, despite you know that she could be an access to your company. But hey, your losses in Impact Wrestling's game. But I digress. But anyways, there you go, folks. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jazz for the win here. And we'll see if she does win. And if she does win, Deanna Prazo could win it back. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt her. It doesn't hurt her credibility because she lost to a legend in Jazz, and maybe eventually she could win it back. But we'll see. And if Jazz will win, then Jordan Grace, because she is my first pick, I can see our friendly competition for the knockout title at Rebellion between the two. But we'll see. It would be nice to see that match again between Jazz and Jordan Grace, or if John Parson will win, sure, or if she should win, then I'd love to see that match again between John Parson and Jordan Grace. So there you go. And there you go, folks. That's my prediction. And now, if you'll excuse me, I want this gets uploaded on YouTube. I'm gonna go watch the show of Hardcore Justice and see how the show was, and I'll give you the review of it. Maybe later on tonight, or maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. But until then, thank you for watching. For It's the Natural Born Thriller saying peace on the streets. No plex whatsoever and all that. So you all take care.